Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome on into my beauty stash. Today we're going to do a get ready with me video while I talk to you guys about several indie brands that I want to add to my stash for 2024. You guys know I love indie makeup. I think they curate some of the most beautiful makeup collections, eyeshadow palettes, formulas, you name it. And I know there's quite a few brands that you guys have been asking me to try. And I'm trying one of them that's on the list in today's video. It is going to be Enle Rain. Enle Rain. I'm pronouncing that right. If it is your first time here on my channel, I just want to say hello and welcome to all of you. My name is Steff. I love trying out new makeup. I have a soft spot in my heart for indie makeup, but I do get ready with me style of videos, makeup ranking videos, you name it. I just had a declutter go up, so hopefully you guys were able to watch that one. But if that sounds great to you, if that sounds like something you want to see on a regular basis, do me a favor, click on that subscribe button, hit the bell next to it. That way you can be notified every time I do drop a new video. And if you are also wanting to add some new indie makeup or try indie makeup for the very first time, hopefully this video will give you guys some inspiration to do so. Please give this video a big thumbs up before you go. As usual, I'll have all the products I'm going to be wearing. There's just a hodgepodge of different makeup items. Some new, most of it is going to be well loved in my stash, but I'll have all of that linked and listed in the description box. Some of those links might be affiliate links, so if you do end up shopping through them, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. Let's get started, guys. If y'all want to hear the brands I am anxiously awaiting to try and add to my stash in 2024, keep on watching. All right, so let's start first with primer, and I'm going to go in with an old fave from Essence. This is their Hello Good Stuff Glow Serum Primer. Now, the first brand that I have on my list, and I've been eyeing this brand for quite some time, is Deina Cosmetics, Deina Beauty, I forget which one. But I'm going to have all of these brands. I'll have their websites linked in the description box as well. But Deina comes out with a lot of single shadows of multi-chrome, duochrome, and just special formulas. I have admired them from afar for years. I would say I've been eyeing Deina Cosmetics for at least 3.5 years. I don't know why I haven't bought yet. Maybe it's because I'm not really into singles all that much. I like to buy a palette, and I don't mind if it's all like a shimmer palette, but I prefer the palette to be cohesive, to have like a nice mixture of matte and shimmer shadows. I'm going to go in next with the Dior Forever Matte Foundation. So maybe that is what has been keeping me from starting my Deina journey, but I do follow them over on Instagram. I'm just cleaning my NYX Cosmetics brush here. I do follow them over on Instagram. I want to say they follow me too. So I'm going to make it happen in 2024. I'm going to add some Deina Cosmetics to my stash. And I want to say that it's not just eyeshadows. I feel like maybe they do some liners and stuff like that. So yeah, hopefully this is going to be the year where I get Deina into my stash and on my channel. And maybe it's a brand that you've been wanting to try as well. And hopefully I will inspire you to do so. So the next brand that I do want to try out, and this has literally been the entire time I've been on YouTube, which is going on it's 4.5 years that I've been on YouTube, and it's the brand Cleona. So Cleona, I know they are Canadian. So for all my Canadian beauties, hopefully you guys have had the chance to try them out already. But they are known for that stained glass collection, which just looks beautiful. It's expensive because they're all multi-duochromes, but it is beautiful. I want to say that is what got me watching Angelica's channel, because I remember back when she was living in Sweden, she would do live swatches of her entire Cleona collection. And I always thought that she had such a pretty way of swatching them out. I feel like I'm terrible when it comes to swatches, that every year I say, I'm going to get better, I'm going to get better. And I don't always feel like I'm getting better. And maybe now, especially, it's just because I'm busier than ever, so I don't have the time to just like take to devote to to perfecting my swatches. But Angelica really drew me in with those videos that she did about Cleona, and I went back and I watched so many of them. I would binge watch them, and I was like, yes, I'm going to order, I'm going to order. And then I would, you know, get my cart ready, and then for one reason or not, I just wouldn't order. But that needs to change. I've also seen that Cleona has come out with nail polishes. I've been updating my regular nail polish, like my I don't own any like shellac style polishes, gel polishes like that you have to use the light to cure them with. But I've been updating just my regular polish collection because the spa that I go to, they are slowly doing away with all of their regular polishes, and I do regular polish on my toes. So I'd love to try not just their single multi-chromes, and that's another thing. They're like Divina. They do a lot of just single shadows. So I'd like to try just a little bit of everything. I know one year, and I don't think it was last year, I think it was the year before, they released like an actual palette, a collection. And did it include matte shadows in the palette? I don't remember, but they look stunning, especially that stained glass collection. And then I've also watched Millie from Bad to the Brow, how she swatches them all out. And I mean, if there is a master at swatching multi-chromes and duochromes, not just on hand or on finger, but on eye, Millie has got to be it, because she has the lighting, the angle down that just showcases these beautiful shades so well. So between Angelica and Millie, they have both inspired me to try actually both of these brands, Divina and Cleona, simply because of how they explain the shifts in the shadows and just how beautiful a presentation that they do. So I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to do it this year. And I'm gonna have to step outside of my comfort zone, and I'm gonna have to add more singles to my stash. I'm going in with the Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer. Just put a little here. Oh my goodness, is it raining or is it really windy? We were in for some awkward weather today. It's in the morning, obviously, when I'm filming this video. I'm getting ready to go to work. Just side note, I'm supposed to have a mammogram this morning, but I don't have my what do you call it? The referral from the office, since it was a year ago that this appointment was made. So I think I'm gonna have to reschedule because my appointment is at 8 o'clock and the doctor's office doesn't open till 8 o'clock, and I have to be at work by 9. So yeah, I'll have to reschedule that for later this month, but make sure, all of you out there, you get your yearly mammograms. Some of you might have to do twice in a year, but do them. They're very important. I'll just have to reschedule mine. I could not. I was looking all day yesterday for that form, and I just could not find it. So now I'm going to go in with the Givenchy Prisme Libre Powder. This one is in the shade 3 Violet Rose. And the next brand is actually not necessarily a makeup brand. It is a beauty brand, and it is Rose and Ben Beauty. So Rose, Ben, her husband, what she does, and I watch her on Instagram because she's mainly like a TikTok, Instagram person. I don't have TikTok, but she does a lot of quick makeup tutorials. She does quick comparisons. She gives tips on how to apply makeup products. And I want to say her and I are similar in age. So I really appreciate watching, content creators that are more along the lines of my age range and have, similar similar makeup concerns, skin concerns as I do. So she started a beauty brand. Right now, it focuses on brushes, and it's makeup brushes with a unique shape to them. And it's also brushes, I believe she has a couple maybe for skincare as well. So she's on my radar, not just because I like watching her channel and stuff, or not her channel, but her Instagram. But I think she's a really good makeup artist, and I think she provides some really amazing feedback. She reminds me a little bit of Lisa J from BK Beauty, and also here on YouTube, to where they can just do some quick tutorials on Instagram and Reels and just really get their message across in a minute or less. Sometimes I struggle with that when it comes to just speaking, like talking about a makeup tip or something like that, unless it's just something really simple. But I guess I like to include more detail in it. So that's why I'm just a YouTuber. Like, primarily, this is where I put out the most content, as far as like tutorials go and tips go, just because I don't want to say I like to talk a lot, but I guess from being a teacher, I've had to really explain a lot and make sure that everybody understands. So for me, it takes more than a minute, but she's just been really somebody that I am inspired by. And I want to show some love for her and her content, and especially for her beauty brand. So Rose and Ben beauty brushes. I think this is going to be the year that they come into my stash. Next, I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush. Is it Airbrush? Yeah, Airbrush Bronzer. And I'm using my BK Beauty 107 brush to apply. So the next brand that I'm wanting to add to my stash in 2024 is Beauty Creations. Now, this is a brand that has a little bit of everything. They have foundation, they have concealer, and if I'm remembering correctly, they have it at a fairly decent price. I want to say that their prices are similar to that of Moira Beauty, which I recommend Moira. If you guys have not gotten on the Moira train yet, you need to. Moira, I've said it so many times, is the new BH Cosmetics. They are what BH Cosmetics used to be, not what they have become, unfortunately, in the way that they sell so many amazing makeup products, and they do it at such a fabulous price point. They have really good concealers and they have really good foundations. So I'm thinking that Beauty Creations is going to be a brand similar to that. If you've tried them, let me know what some of your recommendations are. They're pretty popular. They have quite a bit of following on Instagram. I'm not on Facebook. I'm sure they have a big Facebook following, and I'm sure they have a pretty decent TikTok following. The only platforms I do, guys, as far as social media are Instagram and YouTube. So not too sure what goes on the other platforms, but Beauty Creations, I almost bought last year. I think they had released a foundation. I don't know why I didn't buy it. I really don't know why I didn't buy it. Or I was maybe considering doing a haul. I don't know. But I know I was like, curating my shopping cart and stuff, and I just didn't buy. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I got distracted, maybe. Who knows? But I definitely want to try them this year. I know that they also make nail polishes and stuff, and I want to say they also have skincare, which, I like when a brand is big enough to where they can offer a little bit of everything. They can be like your one-stop shop, so to speak. So I think definitely Beauty Creations is a brand, and I'm pretty sure they're indie. I mean, I'm thinking maybe they're a larger indie brand, but yeah, they are definitely a brand that I want to try in 2024, and I know quite a few of you have tried them. So give me some recommendations in the comments what I need to pick up from Beauty Creations. Next, I'm going to go in with this new blush that I picked up from Essence and the Mickey and Friends collection. Guys, I bought quite a number of things from this collection, and it's no longer available at Ulta. So it's like, do I go forward and do a get ready with me testing all of those products out, or do I just use them off camera? So I'll have to see if this is available on the Essence website, but none of these items that I picked up are still in stock over at Ulta. This shade that I'm going to use is the shade it's a bouncy blush, but what is the shade on here? Oh, number one, Never Grow Up. And I'm just using this BH Cosmetics brush to apply. So the next brand that I want to try, that I know a lot of my friends here on YouTube and over on Instagram, they try pretty regularly, is Glaminatrix Cosmetics. And I believe Glaminatrix is an Australian-based indie makeup brand. And I think for me, like so many of you from overseas that want to buy US based indie makeup brands, I think for me, what has stopped me is the shipping costs. Because let's face it, guys, it's expensive. It's expensive. Shipping right now is just gotten, I feel, even higher. I know I read an article, or I saw it on the news the other day, that the US postage stamp is also going up, if it hasn't already, for 2024. So that's going to make shipping through our local post office even more expensive. But Glaminatrix, oh my gosh, they have got some amazing, amazing color stories, and it's been hard. I'm like, oh, do I order it? Do I not? And then it's like, I feel like I'm gonna get the palette really late, and then you guys aren't gonna want to see it anymore. So like nobody's gonna watch the video. But if you really want me to try them, which I do want to try them, please comment down below and comment which your favorite palette is, because oh my goodness, they have released some amazing, amazing color stories, and they seem to have a really, really nice formula to where so many people are just buying and loving. So also let me know, if you're here in the States, what is your shipping time like? Like how long does it take for you to get your product, especially those of you who might be ordering with rush shipping, which is most likely what I would do, because you know, I'm here on the platform, like I want to try it as soon as possible to give you guys ideas. But let me know on that, because definitely Glaminatrix, I've just heard so many amazing things about them. I've followed them for quite some time, and they just look like a brand that would fit in perfectly here in my stash. Speaking of indie brands, I'm going to go in with the Glamlight and Friday the 13th highlighter. This is what it looks like. I was on the Monolith Instagram. I was kind of stalking them this week, or this weekend, I should say, and I'm going to use my Shop Miss A F19 brush to apply, because they get a lot of the US-based indie makeup brands over there, to where it makes you guys over in Europe and stuff, it makes it easier for you to try our brands without the hefty shipping price tag. Now, I don't know if those of you in the UK, if you're able to order from Monolith. I would imagine you would be, and hopefully it's a little cheaper, but let me know in the comments if you guys over in the UK have ordered from Monolith, because they do get sent. they do get a lot of our American indie brand releases. They might not get it like the day it drops here, but they might get it a week or two later to where it's still going to be relevant. I mean, you guys know how quickly things change here in the beauty space. What came out 2 weeks ago is already old, you know, by some standards. But yeah, so just let me know if you guys are able to order from Monolith in the UK, but that's going to be your place to shop for US based indie brands. If you don't want to pay, I'm just adding more blush. If you don't want to pay like the hefty price tag for shipping, which I don't blame you, but I was looking on their site because I was looking at other indie brands that are not just here in the US. I definitely want to try indie brands from, you know, in Europe, the UK, Asia as well. One of the brands that I know is, I believe it's UK based, is Linda Hellberg Cosmetics, LH Cosmetics. And actually that is one that I saw over there on the Beauty Bay website. So LH Cosmetics, I want to say they're reasonably priced. Guys, real quick, I do have a couple new brow products from Maybelline. I have a Express Brow. This is like a precision brow pencil. This one is going to be in the shade Soft Brown. And then I have the Build-A-Brow, which has a spoolie and a marker, and this one is in the shade Medium Brown. So this is what I'm going to use. I'm going to do at least one brow on camera. So going back to LH Cosmetics again, and going back to Angelica, she is the one who kind of introduced me to that brand. And how do I open this? Oh, here we go. She's the one who introduced me to that brand because I mean, I wasn't aware. And this goes back to her days. I mean, I've been watching Angelica for years, but this goes back to her time when she was in Sweden. Here's what the pencil looks like. I'm glad we get a spoolie. But she would try a lot of their products, and I think she's probably on their PR list when she was over in Sweden. So I've seen her try like eyeshadow palettes and lip products. And what else have I seen her try? Just various items. I think like blush, bronzer, perhaps even lashes. Oh, I like this. This is a good shade. A good shade. It'll go with my hair. So it just seems like also a brand that's been well-rounded and that they have a little bit of everything. I want to say there's probably like mascara. I don't know if she has a foundation. I feel like if she had a foundation, then maybe I would have already tried the brand just because I'm a foundation junkie. But yeah, definitely LH Cosmetics is on my list to try going into 2024. Now I'm going to go in with the brow pen. So here I'm just going to do little strokes just to kind of mimic the look of brow hairs. I know some of you have asked, and I've been trying to include a little more brows when I have like new products to try in my Get Ready With Me's, just so that you can see how I do them, and this is how I do them. I just draw in little hair-like strokes, but I always go in with like a micro pencil first to shape the brow, and then use the pen to draw in the hair-like strokes. And then this one, actually, you know what? This is not a spoolie. It has a clear brow gel. Oh, cool. So the brow gel, which I don't have a lot of hair to begin with. I've always had sparse brows, but you can just run that through there. And I'm actually going to go in with a spoolie in the micro brow pencil and just kind of brush up like that. And there you go. All right, guys, I am going to do the other brow off camera and add some eyeshadow primer, probably from Bella Beauté Bar, and then I'll be back and we'll continue on the list of brands that I want to add to my stash in 2024. Okay, so now we're going to start playing with Enle Rain. This is the Twisted Tea Party, and I bought this quite some time ago, and I bought it because of the cat. It says, "We're all mad here," and then here is the palette. All I've done is, have I swatched this palette? I don't even remember. I might have swatched it. Yeah, it looks like I did swatch at least some of the shades, but how beautiful is it? If you guys have this palette, I'm sure you guys have really been enjoying it, but this is definitely a brand that I do want to try more of going into 2024. They've had some beautiful releases. I mean, beautiful releases. I'm going to be wearing predominantly all black today. So what I think I'm going to do is, ooh, green, grungy green over here. I think I'm going to do these like purple shades. I'm going to go in with this one. This one is called Delirious Dorm House. So another brand that I want to try, and this one could be a UK-based indie makeup brand, is Martine. Am I pronouncing it right? Martine Cosmetics. The one that I see using Martine Cosmetics a lot is Heather Austin. And I've watched her videos where she's showcasing the various collections because she does get PR from them. And some of them look absolutely adorable and they seem to perform really well. Then I had heard from, I don't know, I think it was some of you in the comments. I don't know which palette it was that they released, and some of you were saying, no, it was a dud, blah, blah, blah. I don't remember which one it was. I don't remember which one it was. All I know is the ones that Heather has tried, she's the one who's really selling me on that brand right now. And I know they came out with like a little, it was a diner collection, if I'm remembering correctly. A lot of their stuff just looks so good, and I know that they have them on Beauty Bay as well. So that was another website I was stalking this weekend, and so I really want to add them to my stash this year. If you have tried Martine Cosmetics before, gosh, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, please let me know which products, which palettes you think are good. What would you compare their formula to? Next, on a ref for 14, I'm going to take Cheshire's Secrets. So another brand that I think is going to shock you guys that I have not tried is Gerard Cosmetics. I know. And the person who introduced me to Gerard Cosmetics is also going to be on this list of brands that I want to try. So speaking of Gerard Cosmetics, I know that they have an awesome setting spray, but they don't just have that. They have a wide array of products. I don't know if Gerard Cosmetics has foundation. Do they have foundation and concealer? I know they have lip products. I believe they have lashes. That setting spray, the Slay setting spray, I mean, they just have it also in different scents. I believe there's also an unscented, if I'm not mistaken. I know you can find Gerard Cosmetics on Amazon. Are they on Beauty Bay? I feel like if they were on Beauty Bay, I would have tried them already because I do tend to order from Beauty Bay quite a bit, especially when they themselves drop a new palette. So I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are on Gerard Cosmetics. But speaking of Gerard Cosmetics, and the person who introduced me to them is Nikia Joy. Now, I do have a couple of Nikia Joy cosmetics in my stash, but they're only setting powders. And Nikia Joy is also a content creator. I don't want to say I grew up because I was in my 30s, but I started watching Nikia Joy many years ago. And again, she's still one of those, larger creators that I do continue to watch. Her and I have the same skin type. And I would always love seeing her lashes, like, cause she has, and that's another thing I want to try. I want to try some, actually, no, I think I have tried lashes from her because when she started her brand, she started, I think, with just lashes. and now she's expanded to like multi-chromes and duochromes, but she also has them as singles, and I'm not big into buying singles, you know what I mean? So I think that is kind of been what's prevented me from moving forward with like Deina and Cleona, because I just don't wear a lot of single shadows. I want like a palette that's going to be my one and done type of thing. But Nikia Joy, I can't wait till she comes out with a foundation and concealer. I don't think she has either, but I would imagine they're going to be in the works. Her and I usually, because she's a normal oily skin type as I am, she actually might be a little bit more oilier skinned than I am, but we have very similar skin types, and I like watching her. I think that her single multi-chromes, duochromes look absolutely amazing, and she has like loose and pressed pigment. I'm gonna go into the matte black here with the same brush, and I think that I would really enjoy her brand. I think her as a person, she's from Australia. I think she's just so bubbly and fun and always in good spirits. She is a working makeup artist, and she has really good tips on makeup application and products that will work for various skin tones. Of course, she can speak mainly for normal oily skin tones because that's where she falls. But yeah, I've always enjoyed her, and I definitely want to try more of her brand in 2024. Now I'm going to go in with my NYX Glitter Primer, and I'm going to apply that to the eyelids because we are going to dive into, where's my brush? Here it is. We're going to dive into some of these beautiful shimmer shadows. I believe these are multi-chromes, duochromes that are in this palette. Some of them look a little more textured than others, and I'm using my Refer 21 just to apply. I'm only going to do it right now to this eye. I think I'm going to do this one. This one is called Bonkers. Is it Bonkers? Yeah, Bonkers. We'll do two of them. I'm going to do this one out here. Ooh, stunning. That is beautiful. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Love it. Love it. I'm going to flip the brush around, and then I think I'm going to go into this one right here. This one is called Mind Melt. Wow. Okay, I see why everybody is going crazy for Enle Rain. That's beautiful. And even though it's textured, the NYX Glitter Primer is really helping it to adhere well to the lid. That is stunning. Oh my goodness. I have to clean up like the matte shadows, bring them back a little bit, but look at that. Oh boy. Let me repeat the same on the next eye. All right, now for the lower lash line, I'm going to go in with this shade right here, and this is called Looking Glass. I'm using a Refer 26. So the last brand that I have on my list is About Face. And About Face, they actually have two brands. They have AF and then a number. That's the more affordable brand, and that one just landed at Ulta. But About Face has been at Ulta longer than that AF brand, and that is Halsey's makeup brand. So that brand dropped, was it last year? In 23? I feel like it was in 2023, beginning of 2023 maybe. But I've really been wanting to try them, and I will because they have a foundation that's going to be coming out really soon. So you guys know I'm a foundation junkie, so I have to try it. So that's going to be the first thing that I try from her brand, as well as a blush. I'm going to order a blush. I don't think there's any concealer or setting powder. They started with a lot of cream eyeshadows, which I'm not a big fan of cream eyeshadows or like liquid shadows or anything like that. Not cream shadows, but like liquid shadows. That's what I meant to say. And then they launched with blushes. The blushes look amazing. They have some lip products. So I'll probably pick up the foundation, a blush, and a lippy. Maybe an eyeliner, I don't know, but they don't really have like an eyeshadow palette or anything. So I don't know that I would do an eyeliner. For the inner corner, let's see. Ooh, with the blue. I think I'm going to do this one. This one is called Elixir, and I'm just going to use that same brush, and I am going to spray it. But yeah, guys, that is my list of brands that, and of course, there might be more. I might try some brands that are not on this list. And maybe I won't be able to try all the brands that I put on this list, but you know, I'm definitely looking forward to adding more brands that I don't have in my stash. I would love a new drugstore brand to come out, a new affordable brand to come out. Also, I feel like we didn't get a lot of color pop in 2023, or what we did wasn't too exciting because I know myself, and I just placed a color pop order, by the way. I ordered their new multi-chrome liners because I thought those would be fun for the waterline. But and I'm loving this look, by the way. So I did that, but I haven't really, I was like, well, maybe I should get an eyeshadow palette so we can do a couple looks, but honestly, there wasn't really a palette that either I didn't have or that looked, you know, like something I wanted to buy. I am going to pop off camera to take care of the finishing touches. I'm going to be using this new L'Oreal mascara that I picked up the other day from Ulta. This is the Panorama mascara. Let me show you what the wand looks like. So I'm going to do that and some liner, and I'll be right back to show you the completed look and wrap up today's video. All right, guys, so here is the completed look. I used that mascara from L'Oreal, Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Liquid Liner on the top lash line, and for the lower waterline, a ColourPop Cream Gel Liner. Is this the shade Crystal Crush? I love the way this look turned out. I'm glad that as I was talking about the indie makeup brands, or just brands in general that I wanted to try this year, that I was actually able to try one of them, and that is Enle Rain. I loved working with a Twisted Tea Party, and I will definitely be creating another look with it, probably as an Instagram reel and YouTube short, so be on the lookout for that. Let me know what you thought about the brands that I want to try in 2024, and let me know what some of the brands that you want to try, in particular indie brands, that you want to add to your stash this year. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. Y'all have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, drink that water, and I'm going to see you all very soon. Bye.